I've made a severe and continuous lapse in my judgment.
Yep, you want your boy? Go pick him up. He's over here, on the fucking concrete where I left him.
On an individual level, we have to learn that they are vile.
Not worth calories.
And you're Gen Z, and you won't date me.
My email accounts are...
True international effort to pressure.
The camera's been on the whole time, huh? I don't even know.
Gentlemen, welcome. Please find a seat and relax. We have a lot to discuss. Welcome, one and all. I'm KC.
And I am DC.
And we are two goddamn gentlemen, bringing to you this and every week a celebration of all things hypothetically accurate murder confessions and straightening out the operative word in Boy Scouts.
Did you say operative word in Boy Scouts or post-operative wood in Boy Scouts? I didn't.
I said one, but either applies. Head over to twogoddamngentlemen.com to cast your ballot in the Hall of Gentlemen voting booth, as well as find us link to our Twitter, link to our YouTube, and a link to our Patreon, where you can gain access into our live Discord during all free and bonus episodes, including our Ladies of the Night recordings, a new one of which we just did last night, and it is already available on our Patreon.
Yeah. Going to Patreon and becoming a gentleman would be a real smart thing to do, you might say.
I might say that. Leave us a voicemail to be heard on the show at 321-POV-FUCK. And don't forget to subscribe on whatever podcast feed you use. If it's Apple, leave us a 5-star rating and a medium to long length Tommy Tudor fanfiction. DC, if you would please read back the minutes to last week's meeting.
Casey, like you said, we had a hypothetical murderer confessing all over the place. He may or may not have been voted totally a gentleman +9.
You're damn right. You're damn right.
Well, I mean, that's fine. That's all good. But Ben Shapiro, clearly more of a gentleman, probably has not even murdered as many people. Maybe one, but not as many people as O.J. Simpson hypothetically did. He's only a totally gentleman +6. What the hell?
That seems about right. O.J. should be ahead of Ben Shapiro, and the listeners get that right. That's the only thing they seem to get right in the voting booth this week.
Yeah, I'm kind of upset about this. I don't want the honors, but seeing as number one has changed now, we won't bury the lead. Brigham Young, god damn it, is at a +35, taking over for your boy.
Yeah, Mel jumps back to P2, and Lustig goes to P3, so only 8 points separates those three guys, Brigham Young down to Victor Lustig. But you're
close.
In the lead, and it's Brigham Young. That's hilarious to me. That's awesome. Good job by the listeners there.
Burn it down. This podcast is over. This is done. What have I done? Why did I bring him? I brought him in thinking like, this will be funny. Like, he'll get voted in the dirt. This guy's a huge asshole. Nope.
No way the listeners will troll me here.
No way. But the bottom three does hold strong. Jonathan Yaniv at a -72. Maddox +1 this week, up to -80. And Tommy Tudor at a
That's a big week at this point for Maddox. +1.
Yeah, it is. It's like a good one.
It's like a huge jump.
And Tommy Tudor only fell like 7 or something like that, 5, 7. He's down to -250. Who knows at this point? He's so far down below everybody else. It's ridiculous. One person I was actually surprised didn't crack the top 3 just based on other activity was Harry Vox. I brought him in, I don't know, around episode 10 sometime, ±3. And he did pretty well. He was a gentleman right from the beginning and kind of has stayed at like a +9, +10, whatever. But it's our most watched video on YouTube. I think, it's not that many. We're still pretty, new around here, but it's like 500 something more views than second place. And I have no idea why. Like, all his followers must be Googling his name all the time. They're all defensive. Nobody thought that I was serious bringing Harry Vox in as a gentleman, which I was. So that's a little bit disappointing. But, talking shit in the YouTube comments left and right. And one of them actually really bragged about banning us or flagging us. Can you believe that?
Yes, actually.
Yeah. Harry Vox. I can't believe it, dude. I lost all my respect. Maybe I'll downvote him as a gentleman. I don't think I like him anymore. So go to YouTube and comment and help us out. Go to YouTube, go to iTunes, give us a 5-star review. It's just as important.
If you're a person that likes YouTube videos, go like the Harry Vox episode. Just to
help that out.
Just to help that one.
Because that's a negative ratio right now. Pretty severely, too. I'm not entirely convinced that it's not Harry Vox.
That's hilarious. It should be. Just because Harry Vox is on it, it should be downvoted.
Right. So that's where we're at with Harry Vox. DSP, Dark Side Phil, I tried my best. I went and pulled. He's got 7,500 pages on Kiwi Farms.
There are hundreds of hours of video of him to go through. Now, we can cherry pick, and we probably should have, but neither of us did. We'll cherry pick for next week with something really easy on DSP.
Yeah. He's begging like a bitch every week. He still can't get to $100 a week or $100 a stream.
It's my favorite thing happening right now. He said, "Well, it's been a good 4-hour stream, guys, and I got 3 cheers. Still no donations yet."
Yeah. The fuck am I doing this for? It's like, dude, you're not even good. Like,
we're not sure. We thought you knew.
Yeah. Oh, the chat says snort. Thank you for bringing that up. There's also a controversy that somebody raised that he only snorts and does all that shit to troll his fucking detractors. Because when he went on some other podcast, he was fine for like an hour. He didn't snort, didn't do any of that shit when he was on someone else's podcast. As soon as he gets on his own shit, he's like,
What's he doing at home that makes him snort all the time?
Probably coke.
There you go. That he did not do when he went on someone else's show.
He probably did more of it, to be honest.
It just
Going on
evened
someone
him
else's
out.
show.
He just felt better.
Yeah,
Just really calmed him down.
So
he's
anyway.
terrible. Yeah, we'll bring him next week for sure.
Yeah. So, but that's it. That's it for me.
Well, I know I'm up first tonight, and I'm excited. DC.
Okay.
Do you remember Jeremy DeWitt, one of your gentlemanly nominations?
Yeah, the fake cop douchebag that would like pull people over and pick fights.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I do remember him.
Now, my gentleman this week is far more believable. I'd like you to meet Jeremy Kurck.
Oh my lord! Is he an actual cop? Is that a real badge?
Yes. Let's go with that.
Oh,
leading
God.
into this. Of course it is DC.
He totally passed the physical exam.
Yeah, every year. He has to re-up every year, and he actually gets better as he goes. I want to first thank the YouTube channel Real World Police DC, which is where I found this amazing gentleman. We'll have a link to the full video in the description on whatever platform you're consuming this this beautiful gentlemanly discussion. DC, Jeremy, oddly enough, another Jeremy involved in this, was pulled over on February 8th, 2019. It was 1:56 p.m. He was traveling south on South Pine Street in Cabot, Arkansas.
That checks
Detective David Dillon of the Lonoke County Sheriff's Office observed a black Dodge Ram activate green, red, and yellow emergency lights.
Well, that's a new one. I've never seen that before.
What branch is that from? The vehicle then began driving in the center turn lane at approximate speeds of 90 miles per hour, passing several cars recklessly.
Sure.
On the rear window of the truck was a sticker reading "Caution, Working Canine," and on the front of the truck was equipped with a push bumper. There were visor lights that were red and green in color. There were also several antennas on top of the vehicle. Detective Dillon initiated a traffic stop, was joined by some of his colleagues, and this is what happened as captured on the body camera worn by our gentleman.
Oh my lord. He was probably stoked. He probably thought like, yes, this is backup. I love it. Yeah, let's get these guys. They're like actively shooting at him.
Yeah, pull over. He's like,
subject is evading arrest.
Over.
That's right. Tell them, but they're way up there though. We got to keep driving, guys.
Which one are we trying to get? We keep passing all the guys we pull over.
All right, hold on. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Let's all talk this over for a second. Let's get on the same page.
Jeremy was dressed, as you can see. Well, you can only see some of it because this is taken from a pretty wide angle, but it only captured the top half. Jeremy was dressed in tan tactical pants and a black polo, which is extremely similar to the uniform worn by the sheriff's office. There in Lanoke. He stated
it's also
that
extremely similar to the used auto tent that they have out that they have down the street. Funny enough, this man is large.
He certainly is. He stated that he is a civil process server and was headed to the high school to serve a civil paper.
Oh,
so
what a douchebag. So he's a pizza guy for law papers, and he thinks that he can... All right, cool.
Well, let's dive in, DC, and learn all about Jeremy and how this stop went. We're gonna go through the whole thing and let you know what happened afterward.
Yes, please. I'm excited. This is like one of my gentlemen. Like I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do with myself.
I know you're gonna really enjoy this guy. All right, DC. Let's start it off with a bad start.
So you're not with any law enforcement agency?
No.
But you're wearing a badge like you are.
That's not a good start.
No.
Not a good start. Why do you have all this stuff?
You ID'd yourself as an arson investigator, right? Where does that radio go to?
It's Adam Radio. It's A-Win Radio.
Where did you get an A-Win radio at?
I'm with Adam as well.
What Adam?
Arkansas Department of Emergency Management.
You work for them?
I'm a volunteer for them. Yes, sir.
Do you work for them?
Yeah.
No, I don't actually. I'm a volunteer.
So is the old lady that like makes the wreaths at Christmas time. That doesn't mean that she can go around.
That's right. No, she probably could because DC, as you could imagine, that worked, right?
Sure. They said, sorry, our mistake, sir.
Yeah, as we'll see in the next clip, he is, good to go, free to leave.
Let's step out.
Oh.
You got handcuffs too?
I do.
Step right back there.
Put them on yourself. That's what I would have done. I would have been a smart-ass cop. You got handcuffs on you? Yes. All right, great. Put them on yourself, please.
Now, one of the things that you're going to start to notice about Jeremy as we go through this is that he is he's unrivaled in his ability to always have a good, quick response.
Okay.
Like, he is what you'd call, ironically, light on his feet, you know?
Sure.
So let's get into that, where we start hearing his solid answers here.
You're not law enforcement. You understand that, right?
Yes. I don't have blue lights either.
You're right. You don't have blue lights, but you're driving crazy down the middle of the road.
Okay.
That's not an emergency to go serve civil papers.
Okay.
This is our guy who serves our civil papers. Would you do that?
Okay.
They're writing you some tickets, and we're going to go to court, and there's other things we're going to do here.
Okay.
You got handcuffs in there, too.
Mm-hmm.
What are the handcuffs for?
They're from...
What are they for?
They're a theft deterrent.
They're theft deterrents?
Yeah, that's right. Theft deterrent.
Oh, my God. Try to steal from me, I'll handcuff your ass. Okay.
All right. The cop
bet you won't. I just look at the guy. I'll bet you I would get away from you running backwards. Maybe
the
not
cop
even
at
running.
The cop at one point, he like turned it around to the cop and he's like, well, if you were a thief and you were coming up to my truck and you saw that, what would you do? Would you take stuff? And the cop was like, well, first off, I wouldn't be the thief, but if I was, yeah, I'd take your guns and your handcuffs. It's like, yeah, that's exactly right. No guns on this guy, by the way. So that's the one thing he is missing. That I'll spoil for you early, because they ask him 17 times, and I actually made a compilation of how many, like every cop that shows up is like, "Do you have any weapons on you?" He's like, "Nope," and he stayed just as cheerful every time. Nope.
Yeah.
That's
so
a theme.
Definitely didn't have one. They just kept
definitely
asking
did not.
him?
Yeah, definitely did not have a weapon, but fit the profile that he probably would. The cop then starts asking some decent questions.
What does theft deterrent mean?
Well, it'll keep somebody from breaking into my truck. Hopefully. That's the thought.
And that cop leads the league in perplexed faces.
Yeah, that was a good answer, though. I mean, that's exactly what it would be. Yeah, so when they look in the truck and they see it, they won't do it. Oh, fuck. Yeah. All right. Touche.
So DC, I've experienced quite a few different things in life, both good and bad. The sentence that you're going to hear the beginning of in this next clip is a sentence I've never heard said to me, but this is what I imagine it feels like.
Why would you wear an arson investigator badge to serve civil papers? You have the right to remain silent.
That's kind of what I imagine.
All right, guys, watch this. Next question he takes more than 10 seconds to answer. I'm just going to start reading him his Miranda rights. Oh, shit. Go get him, Daryl.
So that's always a bummer, but I do want to remind you of how quick he is with his answers. I actually likened him to being the Ken Jennings of being questioned by the police.
So, Adam gave you an A-Win radio.
Yes, sir.
Who at Adam do you work for?
I work for the Racies.
For what?
Racies?
Racies?
Yes. Radio emergency, radio amateur civil emergency service. There we go.
Nailed it. He's the best.
What is?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, so close. Now that answer, obviously, really good. Very obvious. Good job by him. Mm-hmm. Sometimes the answers don't hold up quite as well, I guess.
You're running red and green lights. Are you a firefighter?
I'm certified firefighter too.
Are you
yes.
a firefighter? What agency?
I'm not.
What emergency was you running to?
We've been over.
What
this.
emergency was you running
We've
to?
been over
We've been
this.
over it. Which emergency were you running to? What emergency were you running to?
He couldn't arrest him again, but he really wanted to.
Yeah, he really wanted to. Now he's just gaining evidence. That's all at this point.
And it continues, DC. So Jeremy, our gentleman, comes up with a plan at this point. He says, "All right, I got 2 plans."
Run.
That's never been a plan.
That was never not
that
once.
was never a plan.
Oh my god.
So plan A is he was asked to go get some of the paperwork from his truck for the civil papers that he's serving, right?
Right.
So he's like, all right, well, I'm going to keep some of this, and now I'm kind of thinking that this body cam I'm wearing might have been a bad idea, right? Yeah. So he goes, all right, I'm going to kind of hold the papers I got up on my body cam, so that'll cool this down. Nobody in the future watching this will they'll stop right here. Mm-hmm. Nope. So that plan doesn't work. Plan 1 didn't work, just as a spoiler. Plan 2, he's going to try it with the cops, so we'll see if that one works out. Let's find out.
I'm not sure we're not going to tell his ride and hold it as evidence. Follow me. You sure got a badge there displayed.
Well, let me fix that for you.
No, leave it right there. You can leave it right there. You got it on.
Oh, that one didn't work either.
Dang it.
Damn it. DC, this is the classic moment that these guys always reach.
What process company do you work for?
I work for myself, sir.
What's the name of your company?
Kurck Legal Process.
Who do you work for? What are some of your clients?
Well, actually, this is the first one.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
This is the first one. I was so excited. I just forgot how fast I was driving, officer. Oh,
I've been doing this one for as long as I've been impersonating. What were you talking about?
Yeah. Why didn't you ask me any of this stuff I knew? Like, how many people did I pull over last week? 5. That's easy. I know that answer.
I knew that one right away.
How many times did I discharge my weapon that I don't have?
DC, let's go into his least surprising answer.
Where are you from?
Jacksonville.
Yep.
Damn it.
Now, that's so easy. Coming straight out of that, let's move straight into the least surprising update now that we know where he's from.
You have a revoked handgun license. Mm-hmm. Why is it revoked?
Yeah, we'll find out. Now, that's interesting, right? Revoked handgun license. There's a story there. We want to get into it.
Yeah, sure.
And our lead sheriff guy here, he's ready to dive right in, which, if this was a stage play, cue the biggest cock block of the day as we try to learn the interesting stuff.
I made a mistake a long time ago.
What was it?
The races is for amateur radio.
Yeah.
Amateur radio host.
So where does that radio come back to?
Oh, he got distracted by the radio talk again.
Yeah.
We wanted to know about the handgun. All right, so... Meanwhile, Jeremy's standing there. They're like, revoked handgun license. That's interesting. What happened there? Well, made a mistake. Well, the radio thing. Yeah, talk about the radio thing with him. That seems like a good idea. You guys should talk about the radio. All right. So now DC, we're gonna start looking through the truck.
Oh, good.
It's got a radio in the truck as well. An emergency. Or the amateur radio. It's also got a radar in it. It's got radar. It's got.
Goes right. 1015, criminal impersonation. Put your hands on the truck.
Put your hands on the truck. You know what that means? Haha, we can see again.
Right there. Hand down the papers. Put your hands on the truck.
We're back.
Oh, man.
So
that's so funny. It was just the papers covering it. You could tell. You could totally know what's happening. Like, yeah, there's some lady in the like deep in the truck yelling out what he's got in there to the captain. That's so funny.
So let's go right back to the question at hand, DC.
These are the first papers you're served.
Yes, sir.
You've never served any other papers.
Nope.
So why is your handgun license revoked? You have your criminal history? I didn't run it.
Okay, so not quite Ken Jennings on that one. No answer, not a problem. We have technology.
Listen.
Go ahead.
An arson investigator badge.
You got felony charges and you're acting. Does Adam know that?
Nope.
They will.
Aww.
Dude,
now that one.
What these cops are doing to this guy right now is basically what we do on the Shows We Beat bonus episode. Just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
That's true. Good point. Well, that's apropos for my next subtitle for the next one, which is fuck.
You're saying you're an arson investigator. Mm-hmm. Nobody in this state or this country is going to use you as an arson investigator because you're a felon.
Damn it.
Oh,
a hole in my plot again.
Damn.
He's really missing on a few things here, but any good gentleman bounces back to the quick responses.
Why do you have a radar in there?
It says I enjoy playing with it.
You're playing with it.
Yeah, I enjoy just watching it.
The radar. You enjoy watching the radar.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure you don't try to pull people over.
DC already maybe took a hint at that. We'll find out. Now, this is you're gonna have to listen a little closer on this one. This is again somebody maybe like 15, 20 feet away. This is an honorary gentleman, DC, coming in with both an update and an opinion.
Perfect.
He's an amateur radio volunteer for Adam. The
So
only
whenever
reason
we
why
have a
this
natural
is to be used, or this is to be used, or the license to be used, is in the case of a natural disaster.
But
And I don't think it's cold enough to be a natural disaster.
That guy's the best.
I don't think it's cold enough. So what he said?
He goes, yeah, the only way this is supposed to be used or this is supposed to be used is if it is a natural disaster. And I do not think it is cold enough to be a natural disaster.
That is an honorary gentleman.
That's great, right?
I love that. Dude, you know what I actually hope, now that I'm like prognosticating, what I hope happens is that the cops like do a little bit more deep diving and realize that he's like completely retarded and they just wasted all their time.
Yeah, he's just been doing this since he was like 4.
He hasn't even been doing it. He's just got like schizophrenia or something like that.
Oh, yeah. We don't reach that point. I was, I wasn't looking for that, but that would have been nice. Yeah. So after our honorary gent makes an appearance, let's find some stuff.
You have a dash cam as well?
Mm-hmm.
That's not illegal.
You can be a felon and a notary?
No.
Oh. Damn it.
All these things he just can't be.
Now, that's a good question. How did he become a notary?
So you lied on some paperwork there to get that. It asked if you've been convicted of crimes.
Nope.
You didn't lie on it?
Nope.
You put on there you was a felon?
Nope.
Fuck the police, coming straight from the underground.
He's got all the answers, DC. Let's find some more stuff.
What are the handcuffs for? What about the ones in the bag and the pepper spray? What court was
He's
it?
got a breathalyzer, he's got a taser, he's got everything in here.
What's it for?
Make sure I don't drive drunk.
Make sure you don't drive drunk. That makes sense, huh?
Damn right.
Yeah. Ooh,
Check
that'll
it
hold
on.
up in court, actually.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Problem is the officer knows that, so he asks again, and then he fucks himself over.
Of course, every fucking time.
The first
DC
thing he said was, you have the right to remain silent. Our boy's like, nah.
No, I have that right. I'm aware, but I'm not going to use it. DC, look, more stuff.
What's in the back of your truck here?
Last fire you been to?
I'm sorry?
Last fire you been to?
A couple of years ago.
Oh, just
Couple
more
years ago.
Yeah, just more shit he doesn't need.
Yeah.
Now, this has kind of been a snowball rolling downhill for poor Jeremy here. But good news is he's finally going to get some good news.
It just so happens I'm a dog guy.
Outstanding. We're going to get along well then.
No, we're not either. I'm not a criminal.
Oh. Well, fuck. I was so close.
Well, that guy's a liar. He's definitely a criminal.
Yeah, of course he is.
How the hell did he become a police officer? Everybody
aren't we
knows
all?
the path. Everyone knows the pathway.
DC, my last clip of Jeremy, cop rubs it in as he takes the camera away from Jeremy, and our story comes to a close.
When were you recording as you were driving down the road at 90 mile an hour? No, just when you made contact with us? Look around.
I don't know.
You don't know when you started recording? Nope. You don't know anything, do you?
Aw.
Nope.
So, from the YouTube channel Real World Police and a quick Google search, I can tell you this. After publicizing his arrest, the Lanoke County Sheriff's Office asked the public to let them know if they had encountered Kurck impersonating a police officer. In response, the Sheriff's Office received numerous emails from members of the public and members of law enforcement regarding their encounters with not Officer Kurck. There was even a letter from the DEA on his activities. All of those emails, along with the records of Kurck's long history of law enforcement encounters relating to impersonation, are available to all channel supporters on their Patreon. Congratulations. Kurck was charged with felony criminal impersonation, criminal use of prohibited weapons, speeding and operating lights and sirens as a prohibited person. Court records show the first two charges were dropped as part of a negotiated guilty plea, and he was sentenced to 1 year of probation. That's it for my guy, Jeremy Kurck. A goddamn gentleman.
Yeah, he was something. That guy was something. I liked him.
Can confirm he was something. Can confirm.
Oh, my God. All right, Casey, who did not make the cut for you this week?
All right, so my first one, I've seen this guy before, and there's a bunch of these people out there. They come in all different shapes and sizes, but it's the person that does all of their internet content in their car yelling.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Right? You know those people. Like, there's the big muscle-bound guy with the beard that does it all the time. And then this guy I've seen before. His name's Vic. He's like an older, maybe a cop, something, Jersey, New York area. I normally hate these types of videos, And this one is certainly contrived in certain ways, but it is genuine anger, and I am glad this happened to this guy. So here's honorary gentleman number 1, Vic.
I figured, let me be a nice husband. I'll clear off because Lucy had to go to get a facial and a manicure and a pedicure, for her birthday. Anyway, she deserves it. So I figure, honey, I'll take the snow. Well, I clear the car off. I warm it up, defrost all the windows. The thing is, her car, she's got a Volkswagen Beetle. You got to start it with the button, the push button. And I took her keys with me in the house because, I put the push button. You push the button. You don't. These are obsolete now. You put them in your pocket. So I go in the house. She takes the car, and I get a call. I'm in the parking lot. Where are my keys? You have my keys? Because if I shut the car off, I can't get back in. So now I gotta go and bring in the fucking keys. I'm about to take a nice shit, and I gotta bring in the fucking keys because there's no fucking technology. Forget about the fucking button. Bring the keys back. Put the key, you put it in the ignition, you turn it, and the keys are always fucking with you. These fucking car manufacturers with all you have no fucking idea. This fucked up my whole day. God forbid her schedule gets interrupted, but my schedule gets fucked up. I'm the fucking donkey. I got it. I'll bring you the fucking keys. Hope I hit a fucking tree and a fucking deer at the same fucking time.
That guy's awesome.
Yeah, good job by him. A good job by him. Honorary number 2, DC. We have a guy who, like a lot of people now, has the doorbell cam on his front of his house.
Mm-hmm.
And he is sick and tired of this one woman walking her dog around the neighborhood, letting the dog shit in the front yard.
Yeah, amen.
He is over it, and he has got himself a plan.
Clean up your dog poop. Excuse me, ma'am. Hey, you, clean up your dog poop. Stop letting your dog poop on my lawn. I have you on video. Come pick up this nice pile of shit that your dog left in my yard.
Now,
I hope she was a close neighbor, like 2 houses max down from him.
Well, we might find out more, as he definitely gets her attention, and he definitely knows when the point is made and when enough is enough.
Definitely.
I've been waiting for you for 2 days. You. Disgusting. Disgusting. Look at it. I have children here. That's your
All right,
dog.
you won. You won.
Please pick it up.
Yep.
This will be every day. I will watch you every day. I have you on video. Pick up after your dog. Please pick up after your dog. Please pick up after your dog.
Jesus.
We have a thumbs down, KC, finally.
Yeah, that was thumbs down.
It's not good. It's not a good one. But don't worry, DC, he bounces back at the end. Or he doesn't.
Thank you for picking up the feces from my yard. I appreciate it greatly. Greatly appreciate it. Please leave my yard. You're trespassing. Get off my yard. You and your dog. Thank you very much. Thank you for being a courteous neighbor. Thank you for picking up your dog feces, ma'am. Thank you.
Oh, my God.
I paused it here so you could get a look at him if you have any opinions, any thoughts.
Yeah, it looks like a dead fish with a beard. Looks like a dead fish with a beard. He looks like a busted half black Jason Statham. That's pretty good, I think.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. All right, DC. So there you go. There's honorary number 2. Now, honorary number 3 is a brief visit to Casey's driving school.
Okay.
Today's lesson: traction control.
Nope. 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 Nope.
Oh, the
Oh.
Onto the roof it goes. Not great job. Not a great job there.
That was, dude. That hurt to watch.
That was a
so
bummer.
much money. That was more money than I've ever conceived.
Now, I thought I would bounce it back for my last honorary. We're going to go back to a car, but this time a victory for a gentleman. We've got like a rally car driver who's gotten married, so he's going to take his bride. They're going to get in the car, and he does like a cool little stunt to pull off.
Runs over some people.
This will be my closing clip. My last honorary goes to this guy making his new bride happy on their wedding. She's like, seatbelt? They're like, nah, you're good. Kind of knows what he's doing. Relax, girl.
Yeah. All right. You don't want to mess up your dress.
Bye. Bye, everybody.
Oh. And
it didn't make
they
it too
lived
far.
Happily ever after.
There you go, DC. My nominations as honoraries and the great Jeremy Kurck.
Casey, that was fantastic. Thank you for that.
Buddy.
Now, as has been my fashion the last 2 weeks, I am bringing back the British PSA guy.
Yeah.
As my honorary gentleman of the week. There's just one, but I enjoyed seeing you enjoy that soccer kid getting just wrecked by that car. Yep. It was your favorite thing. And since I know you just love horrific child mangling and stuff like that, please play the first clip.
If you hit me at 40 miles an hour, there's around an 80% chance I'll die.
40 miles per hour, 80% chance?
Yeah, 40.
That feels like a low percentage.
It does.
But you have 40, there's like a 100% chance you're going to die.
Hit me at 30, and there's around an 80% chance I'll live.
Okay.
Jesus. Did you hear her bones like snapping back together as she was like coming back to life?
Did you hear that challenge at the end?
Yeah, I did hear that challenge. All right, 20%. I like those odds. Here we go.
Hit me at 30. All right, you said it.
Your Honor. She said clearly, little girl's a liar. There's just a fucking casket over on the prosecution side. That's not fair. Yeah.
Why would they do that?
How could you lose? If I was the DA, I would just look at the casket and look at the jury and be like, Do you need me to open this? No? Yeah, you get it? Okay. You get it.
You don't think you went too fast around the corner? You don't think so? Well, let's ask her.
Oh. Yeah. Sir, do you have any children? Oh. Oh, you have 3? Oh. It's nice.
Is Baltimore a nice city? Is tight end hard to play? What was it like?
Oh, Jesus Christ. So that's my honorary, and I'm glad we could get a hoot out of a child's unfortunate demise.
Every time, DC.
Every time. Casey, without further... actually, there will be a little bit of further ado. I am sick of seeing Tommy Tudor just demolish everybody. There has to be somebody worse. I don't want to have peaked with my gentleman on either end. I hate the idea of Brigham Young being my peak on that end, but even more so maybe Tommy Tudor being the worst person. He's pretty terrible. But today I'm bringing in somebody who is seriously, and I'm not even kidding here, a perfect combination of Tommy Tudor, John Bolla, rest in peace. Oh shit, you're fucking Madoff. That's an update.
Oh yeah, Bernie died. We talked about it on Twitter. Sorry, I forgot we didn't do that on the show. Yeah, Bernie's dead. Rest in peace, Bernie.
You can't, nominate a live guy to save your life.
That's true.
You can't do it. Even if he's alive, he'll die immediately. It's a death death fucking stamp.
So heads up, Jeremy Kurck, wherever you might be.
He actually is going to be dead pretty soon. We all saw the picture. So a perfect mix. Tommy Tudor, John Bulla, rest in peace. Russell Greer, Todd Doherty, Lucas Werner, Boogie 2988, and David Merrill Gill. Okay?
Boy, that was
ready?
a hodgepodge of both memorable and forgettable. Just
oh, yeah.
Mixed in.
Oh, yeah. So we're going to play a little bit of listener bingo. When you hear something about this guy that reminds you of one of those guys, just shout it out in the chat who it could possibly be like. Now, my gentleman, Casey, if you'll show the first image there, is Nicholas Stoutzenberger, also known as Nick Bate. This is... What do you think? What do you think, Casey? Describe Nick's picture here.
Like if you were to take a human embryo, a Wolverine embryo, and a rabbit embryo, and mix them all together.
And then stamped on it. He is filthy. He is a gross person, Casey. It's not just the camera. It's not,
it's not just
trick.
the kitchen that he's in.
It's not just any of those things.
Disgusting.
It's not just any of those things. He is disgusting. Now, Casey, when do you think this picture was taken, would you say?
1994.
That's a good guess. He was born in 1991.
Oh, no.
What the fuck camera took this picture?
What the fuck? Where is he?
I have no idea.
I didn't even think
that bad.
I wasn't even thinking about the camera. The kitchen itself is from 1994.
His shirt, that's from
every
1989.
part of this, the hair, all of it. Wow, that's incredible. You know who he kind of looks like? What was the name of the guy who ran the cult in El Paso in Texas? The Mormon guy. Was he Mormon? I think he was
Todd's?
Mormon.
No. What was his name?
Whatever his name was.
Jeffs.
He looked
something Jeffs.
Yeah, maybe. I don't remember. I watched the whole documentary on him too, and I forget now. But he looks just like the guy who ran that the cult house that they burned down. The DEA burned down.
Oh shit! No, that's a different
everybody
one.
inside it.
Different one then.
Yeah,
I think it was a different one.
Yeah, the one with everybody in it. Somebody's yelling at me now. There's like two, but every white girl listening to this is like,
I know, and they're Mormon.
God.
They're Mormon, and I didn't know. I didn't even know that shit. They don't let you learn of the bad Mormons. They keep.
His name was
shit.
David. The fuck was his name? Whatever. It looks like that guy. Keep going.
Okay. So he had a rough upbringing. Parents were divorced or dead or whatever. It doesn't really go into that, but he has a half sister. So something's going on. A half sister that was much younger than him. They both lived with their grandma and their aunt. And he's got a little touch of the Asperger's. So you'll see video. You'll see video.
That's got a ding. That's got a ding on one of your gentlemen.
Oh, that's got a ding on Russell Greer, Lucas Werner, Boogie, David Merrill Gill for sure. John Bulla, I think, is more retarded than that. He's further down. He's dead. I can say that. He can't do anything about it. So
he couldn't have done anything when he was alive.
I don't know about that. He ran a real rough Craigslist ad.
On what?
Oh man, do you remember that? On his own body, he's like, "I'm looking for a white woman who."
Oh no, I remember that. But I mean, he wasn't going to do anything to you. We had an episode out featuring him for a while before.
Oh yeah, no, he was in the loony bin. You're right. Yeah, no, he's fine. He's fair game. Nick grew up in the early days of the internet. He was on there, so because Homestar Runner was one of his favorite cartoons. If you don't know anything about Homestar Runner, it was a retarded, just Flash-based cartoon website that they would just put out clips and animated shorts and stuff like that with these characters that were pretty funny when you're in middle school. I'll give them that. That was really great content when I was 13.
So, my interaction with Homestar Runner, which I know was pronounced Homestar 1-0.
Homestar 1-0.
I only know that because freshman year of college, one of the two roommates I had in the triple
showed you Teen Girl Squad and you loved it.
Nope. fucking his last name was Weber, and he was a weird ass, like half gothic, half goofball cartoony guy.
Okay.
And he quoted
a weeaboo.
Homestar Runner.
They prefer to be called weeaboos, I think.
Weeaboo? I've never heard that one before.
Yeah, Google it.
We about to annoy everybody that fuck around us. Yeah, no, fine enough guy, but really weird taste. And at, how old are you? 18, 19 years old as a freshman in college, was quoting Homestar Runner all the time. I never watched any of it. But I know
and
how
you
it's
were in
pronounced.
college so long after me. You were in college
Yeah.
like a whole group of high school.
A whole cycle after. Yeah.
Oh, that's too much. Yeah, that's way too much time to be still holding on to that.
It was a bummer. It was a bummer to be around.
All right. Well, so this guy was actually so into Homestar Runner that he would mod and he would edit their wiki page, which is like a whole new level of nerd.
Yeah.
On that end. But he was online all the time, cybering with just random old 30-year-old, 40-year-old men, most likely, parading as young girls. But he would get to know people that way, and he was a spurg lord. He's a crazy fucking motherfucker. He's afraid of water, so he would not take showers. He didn't take baths. He didn't clean himself. He would take what he called pseudo showers, where he would turn the shower on and then he would just kind of dip his head in the water and wash his hair. But he would never wash his ass. He would never wash his armpits, never washed his fucking anything. Nothing. Not even his elbows. The guy would not wash anything.
He would take pseudo showers where he would turn on the water to a medium temperature and lay on the floor and scream.
He would scream the dirt away. And then he would sit there for 30 minutes playing playing Time It with the water so that he could finally turn the thing off. Oh shit. So he was a filthy mess. He said that he even liked to air dry his asshole after he shit. He wouldn't even wipe.
We all come on.
Yeah, you get that perfect plop, and you just, it ruins. You just have to air dry your ass. There's no two ways about it. He just had a filthy, disgusting ass. So when he was 18, he met a 15-year-old named Anna. If you'd play the next image for me, we'll see young Anna here, the object of his affection. She's the average teenage girl these days. Yeah, she's the average teenage girl these days. He fucking became obsessed because she gave him attention. They cybered online, which I had. Okay, so when I grew up, the internet was coming into it's AOL AIM days when I was probably 12, right? So when I was 13, 14, going through the puberty years, I was on AIM all the time. Hey, ASL, ASL, baby. What's your age, sex,
ASL.
location? What's
Yep.
your ASL, baby? It's probably all old men, but this one time I was at my friend's house. So I was like, ooh, I'm playing with house money on this internet trip here. I could do some risky things. So I go on to fucking probably Yahoo Messenger or some shit. And I get into a chat room and I'm looking for the pink font. So I'm like,
That's right.
Who's a girl around here? And I click on one that has the most risque name. Probably had girl spelled with a U in it or some stupid shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, hey, baby, ASL. She goes, 30. Oh, what'd she say? It was old. To me, it was super old. Now it wouldn't be, but she said 36, female California. And I was like, I'm going for it. And I go, want a cyber? And she goes, yeah. What are you wearing? And she didn't ask me my ASL at all. So if she was a 38-year-old, she said some crazy shit to a 13, 14-year-old boy in Colorado.
As well she should have.
As well she should. And thank you for your service. Because that I will remember that forever in the things you said. And if you're a man, I'm going to kill you. I will find you. And I will kill you.
You're gonna be
much
arguing
in the
with
same way you typed to me. So he would cyber with this young child all the time, and he became obsessed. Right? He would talk about being married all the time. Like just his autism. His autism took over, and. You know, he created this scenario for himself. He was obnoxious as shit because he just did not know when the fish were not even in the pool where he was throwing his bait. He's just throwing it and throwing it and throwing it, and the fish are already gone. So when the fish do come back, the water's all fucked and there's mud everywhere.
It's like, dude. The lake's over here. You're at the car. What are you doing?
You're casting into a bush. What are you doing? Like I said, he became obsessed, and he would dedicate like blogs. Like he created an entire blog just to talk about her, so that she wouldn't see him writing about her on his regular blogs, because he was that much of a stalker and fucking psycho person.
Oh, what is with that? Oh.
So he really he really got going with that, and he fancied himself a singer, right?
Oh. Yes, come on.
So David Merrill Gill comes in. Only you remember how David Merrill Gill would sing about like Jesus and all that kind of stuff.
I do.
Go ahead and play the next clip.
I'm gonna do my wife and also some children in their butts.
Yeah, that's right. He is a pedophile. He is a certified pedophile, and he loves singing about it. He is not shy about what he sings about. If you would play, maybe that was a joke, but next clip, we'll find out.
Anal rape. Anal rape. Anal rape. Anal rape. Anally raping children.
Oh no!
Oh, boo! 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 Nick!
Disavow!
Fucking vow. So.
Oh Jesus God! He is. By the way. That first picture didn't even do justice to how filthy he is.
Oh, well, it's an escalation, Casey. I didn't want to, I got to leave something to the imagination for the people. Getting back to Anna, okay? So now you see that he's kind of a deranged person. A little bit. You could make the argument that he's deranged. You can make that argument.
To any conclusions, DC.
You can make that argument. And he writes in one of his special blog posts about Anna, and it seems like most of our conversations have at least one instance of me asking her to marry me or play PS2 naked while I watch and jack off to it or whatever.
Whatever. So I was thinking maybe we could do a picnic down by the river on like a nice Friday, or you could play Wii tennis while I lick Nutella. Fuck, Nutella out of... damn it.
Out of your 15-year-old gooch. How about that? How does that sound to you?
Damn. Almost made it there.
Almost stumbled at the one, but it's all right.
That was the hardest word I fucked up lately.
You were like Daniel Jones when he had that opening.
Yeah. Just open field, like
stumbled at the 10. Oh my
God. No traffic in front of me. All right, go ahead.
So I'd ask her to play PS2 naked while I watch and jack off to it or whatever, and her just saying maybe all mundane like. What a bitch,
Oh,
you try
just
to
commit to something. That's all we want.
So I have a transcript of Anna and Nick's chat. I don't know how old they were at the time. Nick may have also been a minor at this time. Because I don't know that it was 18 and 15 when they met. I know it was 18 and 15 at some point. So I know they're 3 years older than each other. It may have been like 17, 14 when they met, whatever. But it was somewhere around then. And in this chat, Anna and Nick are talking about Nick's crazy past with with ass-related things, which we'll get into. Nick is very into. Anna said, in all caps, "Who was it?" Nick says, She goes, "Oh my God, come on, I'm getting excited." Nick goes, "Yeah, right now, but once I tell you, you'll think I'm a pedo. I mean, I kind of am, but still." And she goes, "It was Amber, wasn't it? His fucking half-sister Amber. Who is..."
Oh, that's a problem.
Who, well...
all of it's a problem, probably.
Yeah, we'll go on here. Nick goes, maybe. She goes, "Are you being serious?" And he said, "Yeah, she kind of coerced me." "What does that mean?" "Well, like we always talked about what me and Joe are going to do sexually, and then eventually Amber wanted to do sexual things and ... Yeah. One day she was just like, 'Well, I'm gonna suck your penis.'"
Well, I think that happens to all of us.
Hold on to your erections. Hold on to your erections, everybody. So she goes, "Wait, how old was she?" He goes, "Well, she's 9 now, so I don't know, 8 maybe."
What the fuck? How is this girl not reporting him immediately?
She replies to that. That he comes back with a joke. So a gentleman always, you have to say the joke, right? No matter how inappropriate it is or how bad the timing may be. He comes back with, "Yeah, she's pretty fucked up to be a rapist at 8.
Well, that just seems not totally accurate.
Not totally accurate at all. In any way, especially legally. There we go. We got it out. So Anna replies to that, the joke, "Bah ha ha. See? No matter how deep you are in the shit, you always tell the joke because you never know. You might strike that funny bone." And she bah ha ha'd to that. And he goes, ... "Yeah, not my best moment." She goes, "Damn, you're fucked up." And Nick says, "Yeah, she started it." Smiley face. Then we get into the deets. Casey, you want the deets?
No.
There we go. Nick says, "Well, Amber doesn't know how to wipe. So when I went to lick her butt..." Jesus Christ. When I went to lick her butt, there was feces everywhere. So I just licked the cheeks instead. Anna comes back, all caps, "What?" Nick replies, "What?" Anna replies, "You licked your 8-year-old half-sister's shitty butthole." Oh my God. This really fucking happened. This is something that happened on the internet. I can't believe it. I'm so happy. This is so ridiculous.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
And he goes, "No, just the cheeks." She says, "What the fuck?" And he goes, "I couldn't lick the hole because it was shitty." Which sucks because I want to lick an anus, damn it. And then she replies to that, "Yeah, but your 8-year-old half-sisters?" And he goes, "Well, I didn't have anyone else." That's a good point. What is he going to do? Lick his own? He can't lick his own butthole.
She doesn't need to include the words half-sister anytime here. An 8-year-old is plenty to be upset about. It's not like your 8-year-old neighbor. It's like no, neighbor's irrelevant.
Yeah, anything is relevant. Girl, boy, anything you put after 8-year-old.
It doesn't matter.
Oh, it's never. Oh my god. Okay.
But it doesn't. But it doesn't matter. Anything that he says, because he's always one away from a bah.
Yeah, exactly. So then she replies, "Dear God." He replies 13 minutes later with no.
Once he'd cleaned up.
Yeah, once he's cleaned up, exactly. He writes back, "So yeah. Oh, that's right. I've had my anus licked too." It's like, oh, hey, I noticed you stopped talking to me and texting me. I'll start this back up.
Hey, listen, I understand that our conversation earlier may have gone into an area that you were uncomfortable with, talking about my 8-year-old stepsister's shitty butthole. So
let's talk about mine.
Let's talk about mine.
So he goes, "It actually feels good, but I still prefer to do the licking myself." Anna, who the hell did that? Nick, Amber. Oh my god. Okay, so painting you a picture of just what we're dealing with here.
Don't.
No, I already did. We're paint. That was I promise the worst of it as far as
we made it. We made it.
We made it through everybody. So he kept texting her all the time and being super obnoxious to the point where a friend had to get involved. And Casey, if you could for me, I'll waste a little bit of time. Could you pull up the doc in the episode folder that's labeled
sure.
Nick Bate?
I certainly could.
And scroll down to where you see the highlighted text. I'm going to have a little bit of a back and forth here with you. This friend's name is Miles Edgeworth. I've bolded his section of the conversation for you so you can read that. And I will be Nick. I'll take that upon myself. So this is her friend texting him defending Anna, basically.
Got it. Okay.
There you go. Go for it.
All right. Here we go. So I'm Miles Edgeworth.
Miles Edgeworth, and be as cunty as the name infers.
Never. I repeat, never text Anna again, or I swear to God, I will chop your balls off and feed them to you. Okay?
What?
You heard me. Or are you illiterate now?
No, I'm literate, but why can't I text her?
Because she doesn't want you to. It upsets her. If you really want to say something to her, say it to me, and I'll tell her.
I didn't even say anything bad. Literally, the whole thing was all chillax, like, hey, what's up?
I understand that, but when someone hates you, you don't write to them saying, hey, what's up? And trying to do so will not make her like you.
Then what on earth will?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. She will hate you until the day she dies, and nothing you do or say will ever change that. Every time you try, she just hates you all the more for it.
No.
Yes. Seriously. Listen. Very, very closely. She hates you so much, she wants to kill you. In a painful manner. Okay?
I'm aware of this. That's the best. That's the best exchange between two people.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh, so that's how you deal with the haters. Now,
was that cunty enough?
That was very cunty. Great job. Now, Casey, his infatuation for Anna just grows and grows and grows, and it gets more and more and more embarrassing. If you would for me, please play the next clip.
I'm gonna lick the anus of Anna.
All right, cool. I like that song. That was a good one.
You know what?
Right
it is important to set goals.
It is. It is. You would think the song ends there, but it does not. It continues. That was just a lead-in to the amazing banging chorus. Go ahead.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Gonna stick it in Anna's butt. Gonna do it in Anna's butt. So I'm gonna lick Anna's butt. And stick my penis into Anna's butt.
There we go.
Oh, he's a visionary in terms of the stylings of the music.
Isn't that great? I think he inspired actually some rip-off artists, if I'm being honest, because this little girl tried to show up on YouTube and basically rip off his song entirely. Go ahead and play the next clip.
I wonder what's inside your butthole. I wonder what's inside your butthole. Maybe there's astronauts and maybe there's aliens all inside your butthole. What's inside your butthole? I always want to know. What's inside your butthole? I always want to know.
What's inside your butthole? That's a great song.
The fuck just happened?
I think that was Amber.
Oh boy.
It wasn't Amber. I've seen Amber. He has a YouTube channel actually, where he has a 30-minute video of him and Amber playing in the backyard. Isn't that great?
Oh, that's awesome. I hope we play the whole thing to completion.
We don't play any of it because it's terribly damaging to your morale. So, next we have a little video that I like to call MTV Cribs for the Deranged.
Here's a bathroom. There's a toilet. There's a plunger that I use as a butt plug. There's a mirror.
Which end of it do you think he used for the butt plug?
It's 50-50.
It's 50-50. It really
It
is.
really is.
It really is. I'm going to be an optimist and say the handle side.
I'm going to go the other way and only think about what makes your pick optimistic.
Because it only went down 3 inches onto the handle.
Well, there's so much unwashed shit caked back there.
Ah, yeah. The rubber end would have just stuck to it.
He uses his old shit as a current plug, actually.
Oh, yep. That's probably true, actually. It's probably very true. All right, Casey. There's more songs. Controversial stance, I think.
I frickin' hate vaginas.
Boo.
Yeah,
Vaginas are great.
Yeah, they're
Vaginas
awesome.
are great. What's wrong with you?
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with him, but he is a multiple genre artist. In fact, he raps.
Yeah, my name is Nick and my mind is sick, and unfortunately I have a tiny dick.
That is true. He does. And you may be wondering,
how do you know that?
DC, how do you know that? Well, Casey, I'll tell you, his legal defense.
Hey, this is Nick Stausenberger, better known as Nick Bate. I'm filming this video because I've been accused of sexually assaulting my sister, and this is me trying to prove that I didn't. One thing that I can prove was definitely a lie in the chat log is that I mentioned in it that I didn't do anal with her because she had feces in her butt. And everybody knows that I'm a coprophiliac, so this wouldn't have stopped me. If I were to molest somebody, I definitely would have done anal no matter what.
No matter what, Casey. He was going to do anal, don't you worry.
Now, content of what he said aside, it's hard to argue with him.
It's an airtight defense, Casey.
And it's impossible to look at him.
It's an airtight defense. But you might still be wondering, DC, how the fuck does that have anything to do with you knowing how little his dick is?
That's true. We didn't learn that.
KC, this is not an audio clip. This is audio I pulled from a video clip that I could not play, and you'll find out. If I were the prosecution, though, I would simply rebut his argument there with, but Nick, how do we know that you actually are a coprophiliac? That's ridiculous. Anybody could claim that. Next clip.
And I can prove that I'm a coprophiliac because here is my toilet in which I have just defecated, as you can see. And I'm going to touch the feces and masturbate with it.
Unstumpable. But, Casey, there is one downside to this plan.
And now I am holding feces.
Yeah, it's not what you want.
What's the downside?
That was the downside. Well, okay. I guess technically there are two downsides. Casey, when we're dealing with lawsuits, we know a gentleman is always what?
Acquitted.
That's right. Except when you kind of defeat your own argument in your video clip just mere seconds later.
It was requested that I film myself actually masturbating, but I'm not really aroused right now too much.
Yeah, no shit. He went to jail. 16 to 40 years. He is up for parole fairly soon, I hear.
Oh, boy.
So, cover your bum holes. Casey, he did go to jail. He wrote a song about it, actually.
Penises are everywhere. Penises are in my hair.
I bet they are.
That's good.
I bet
That's his
they
best
are,
song
Casey.
yet. That's his best one yet.
I don't know about that. I saved my favorite one for last. If you would, please, next clip.
I like sex, but only in the butt and mouth. Preferably in that order.
Nick Bate, everybody.
Fucking. Ugh.
Nick Bate.
Yuck. I take pleasure in taking this picture off the screen.
He is hands down the most gentlemanly person that I've ever come across on the internet, and I think he will give Tommy Tudor a run for his money.
That was straight up fucking vile. Some of that. His fucking mouth is the worst thing I've ever seen. What's up?
It's the worst thing you ever seen until you go to twogoddamngentlemen.com, go to the voting booth, go all the way down to the bottom, and at the very bottom on the right, there's a little link that says, what did I put on there? Last chance, or I wouldn't. I think I said I wouldn't. And then you click that, and then it says, turn back now. And then there's the video of Nick Bate pulling his shit out of his toilet, showing you his micro penis that is literally an inch long, and smearing his own shit all over his dick, and then proceeding to tell you that he can't get aroused. I wonder why. Because you've got your own diarrhea shit all over your dick, you idiot.
Oops.
And you still went to jail.
Hate it when that happens. Oh, wow, what a shithead. All right, DC. What else you got before we close this thing out?
Instant regret.
That's the right feeling.
Yeah, I think so. Oh, man.
So, we have a voicemail. I saw you put in the drive. You want to play
We
that now
did.
or after the music?
No, let's play it after the outro music. Why not? We'll make the people wait for it. We'll give them their own spotlight, and won't give us a chance to fucking come back at any of our detractors. You say
fair.
whatever you want. We got to wait a week to say anything about it.
That's right. That's right. DC, I was going to give the number. You do it. Give everybody what they need to know before we head out.
Please call 321-POV-FUCK to leave your own voicemail. Be funny. Don't fuck it up. I did change the settings, so we finally do have an answering greeting there, and it is no rings. It just goes right to the voicemail, so you're welcome. Yeah, follow suit. I mean, it was a decent voicemail. It was decent.
It's pretty good.
It's
pretty good. Check out the new ladies episode featuring some delightful women on
Absolutely
our Patreon.
Do that.
DC, I think I brought a gentleman. I think you brought a monster. And, the search for the ultimate gentleman after this, I think it must continue.
That's what you get for talking all that shit, you fucking asshole.
Wolves aren't gay, USA. Wolves aren't gay, USA.
So there you go. Isn't that a great story, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you guys for watching.
Bye.
Meeting adjourned.
Hello idiots, this is Jeremy. I started listening to you Nazi reprobates back with the Stephen Crowder episode, and like a horrific car crash, I can't stop watching. I hate your ugly faces, and sincerely hope Tommy Tooter murders you at some point, but I do love listening to your show, with my mother-in-law in the car. Cheers, F-slurs.